Tremendous scene here at the factory in Dallas. It's an absolute honor to be here for the final press conference ahead of Saturday's mega fight. Jake Paul, Nate Diaz, August 5th, here in Dallas at the almost sold out American Airlines Center. What a scene it's going to be. Of course, this is presented by Most Valuable Promotions and Real Fight Inc. in association with Holden Boxing, and brought to you by our good friends over at Celsius Essential Energy Drinks. What a tremendous product this is. Please go check it out. I hear it also helps you burn fat, which is a very good thing for all of us. Now, of course, we are here for this massive event going down this Saturday. Like I said, limited tickets available. Go check them out if you're in the area. If you haven't picked them up yet, Ticketmaster.com is where you can do so. And if you are watching us from around the world, of course, you can get this pay-per-view via DAZN pay-per-view globally. Here in the United States, you can get it on DAZN over at DAZN.com. You can also get it on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. For the first time in the history of the fight game, these two massive entities coming together to distribute a pay-per-view. Two behemoths in the fight game coming together. How amazing is that? That speaks to just how great this card is and how important it is as well. In a moment, we're going to be joined by Jake Paul, Nate Diaz, and of course, Amanda Serrano, the undisputed featherweight champion, Heather Hardy, her opponent. But right now, we're talking to the other 8 fighters who are going to be competing on this great main card, which again goes down this Saturday from the American Airlines Center. Let me say hello and introduce to you all these great competitors. First things first, let's say hello to one of Real Fight Inc.'s own, Alan Sanchez, who is here. Alan Sanchez, representing Team Diaz, has trained with the Diaz brothers, sparring partner for the likes of Canelo Alvarez as well. He is in the house. We're also being joined by his opponent, Angel Beltran Villa, who is here in attendance as well. They'll be competing in a thrilling 8-round welterweight bout. We're being joined in attendance, my friends, by one of the latest signings to the MVP stable. MVP scooping up a lot of up-and-coming talent, a lot of future stars, a lot of future champions. One of them, actually 2 of them, but the one I'm talking about right now is Shadasia Green, the pride of Paterson, New Jersey. What an absolute force she is. Let me say hello to Shadasia. There she is. Hello, Shadasia. Stand up for New Jersey. She is in the house as well. And, of course, going up against Olivia Curry, who is on a 5-fight winning streak and not looking to be anyone's opponent. Hello to you, Olivia Curry. A jack of all trades. We'll talk to her about that in a moment. The guys up there, my friends, Ade, Ak, and Barak, were just talking about H2O Silva, the first prospect signed by MVP, an absolute phenom. If you aren't familiar with this man just yet, I would ask you, where have you been? I will also say this man is must-see TV. He is not there for a long time. He is coming in, clocking in, and coming home because he makes quick work of all his opponents, and also his walkouts are tremendous. I want to ask you about the walkouts in a moment, but that's H2O Silva, an absolute force, and he's got a hype man in the house as well. This guy, I hope, is being paid by you because we all need a hype man like this man. This guy is tremendous. The main event, the people's main event. Yes. All right. Yes. Thank you, my friend. Well, his opponent, William Dos Santos Silva, may have something to say about that. His name is Babyface. He is a veteran of the fight game as well. Yes. My brother, we need to respect all the fighters, all right? So this is William Dos Santos Silva, who's going in there against H2O Silva. Silva, let's respect him as well. He is here to put on a great challenge, and this will, without a doubt, be his toughest opponent to date, so I can't wait to see how that plays out. And of course, we have to say hello to another member of the Real Fight Inc. squad, longtime training partner and friend of one Nathan and Nick Diaz. Our old pal Chris Avila is here, former UFC fighter, Bellator fighter, has found a very nice niche for himself in the boxing game, has been a staple on these cards, and he is coming out to fight perhaps his toughest opponent in boxing to date. You all know who this man is. You all know who Little Heathen is. One of the toughest and hardest hitting fighters in the history of mixed martial arts, who went in there on relatively short notice against the legend Jose Aldo, and dare I say, beat Jose Aldo in April. Give it up for Jeremy Stevens, who is here on this card as well. An absolute killer, an absolute force. It is so great to have him here. And if I may, I would love to start with Jeremy Stephens, who, like I said, has found a nice lane for himself as well in the world of boxing. That first fight against Jose Aldo back in April on the Game Bread card was tremendous. Fight of the night, it stole the show. Am I correct when I say you may have, in fact, beat the legend Jose Aldo that night in April?
Yeah, we're here now. We're here to beat somebody else up on August 5th, so tune in. It's going to be hot. Can't wait. You know what I bring, excitement, energy. We're coming for it all.
6-round fight, 168 pounds. I love this matchup. And Chris, I said as I was introducing you guys, maybe your toughest opponent as far as boxing is concerned. Would you agree with that statement, Jeremy Stephens?
Yeah, he's a tough opponent. It's going to be a good fight, and I'm ready to come out there and get the job done and bring it and represent my team and bring home a good win.
I love it. Setting the tone for a real fight. Hey, Jeremy, one more for you. You've had some success, and if you have success on Saturday, is it possible you're just going to ride this boxing wave and be done with MMA altogether?
Boxing's fun. It's an honor to be up here against these rising stars, some of these great legends. And boxing's exciting right now. We're making boxing great again, so this is awesome to be here in Texas. Big boxing fans down here, so I'm excited to be on this card.
Yeah, and we are excited to have you as well. One more for you, Chris. You have fought on a bunch of these cards leading up to this as far as boxing is concerned, but now you're on the same card as your guy, Nate Diaz. What has it been like preparing, training for not only your fight, but alongside him as he prepares for the main event fight as well?
Nothing different. You know, we train hard always, and it's just going to be a good night for me and my team, and we're coming out here to fuck up everybody on Saturday. So
I love it. I love it, as per usual. Let me ask a couple questions to H-Show Silva right here with his man in the house who's all fired up. Do you know that guy, by the way? Because he is a tremendous hype man.
Boy, Big Bobby.
That's right. That's right. A lot of hype surrounding you. Tremendous. Every time out, you just keep, one-upping yourself. I said that was, this is going to be your toughest opponent. Do you agree with that? He's a veteran of the fight game. Do you agree that this is going to be your toughest test?
Definitely will be my...
Yep. Just a little bit louder, yeah.
Definitely will be my biggest test. I'm H2O, so I'm going to come out and do the same thing I do every time and prove to everybody that's who I am.
And by the way, for the record, we're going with H2O Silva now, right?
Definitely H2O. It's solidified.
That's it. Just like water, like Bruce Lee said. Like water. You're flowing out there. Like water, yeah?
Big drip.
That's right. Big drip, yes. Like the kids, the emoji with the little drip thing, the water.
Yeah, you
yes.
got it. You got
That's
it.
what I know. You guys know what I'm talking about? A lot of hype surrounding this guy. This guy's talking about you. How do you feel? How do you feel, my man? Do you feel like you're being disrespected?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Thanks. Good evening for the peoples here. I'm very happy for opportunity. I'm ready for fight. I'm stay here for fight.
And I know you have a translator here as well. I wanted to ask William, does he feel like he is being a little bit overlooked going into this fight because there's a lot of hype surrounding H2O?
Visto que tem tanta comoção acontecendo agora por causa do H2O, você acha que você está mais na sombra por causa de tudo isso, toda a comunicação sobre a luta?
Eu penso que sim, pero eu estou acá para roubar a cena, para fazer meu nome. Então, sei que isso não me importa. Eu estou aqui para fazer uma grande pelea.
I think so, but I'm here to make my name and to be known. So that doesn't matter. I'm here to steal the scene.
Has he fought anyone like you before? In your opinion, has he had a competitor, an opponent like you?
Você já lutou contra alguém como ele antes? Já teve oponente como ele em alguma outra luta?
Eu penso que cada pelea é diferente uma da outra, pero el muchacho es nuevo, tiene hambre. Y sí, yo ya peleé con muchos prospectos, pero eso no me asusta. Yo entrené, estoy listo y quiero pelear. Vámonos.
I have fought many fighters. He's young, he's got hunger, but that doesn't scare me. I have fought many opponents like him before, and I'm ready, I'm trained, and I'm ready to face this fight.
I can't wait for this fight. I remember when we were in Arizona last year, I think you came out to the, the Minions costume? Do you have something special in store for us on Saturday?
I definitely got something special. It's dedicated to Long Beach, so that's a hint right there for you.
That's the hint? That's all we're getting? Dedicated to Long Beach. Okay. I'm familiar with the LBC.
It's
My guy
a big
Warren
name.
G's from there.
It's something you might catch on to.
Okay, I can't wait for that. There's a little hint for all of you and a little tease. Of course, he will be competing on the DAZN pay-per-view this Saturday. I can't wait to talk to the pride of Paterson, New Jersey, the sweet Terminator, Shadeja Green, an absolute force at super middleweight, undefeated, another fighter recently signed by MVP, an absolute monster in there, and she has a tough test against Olivia Curry. But I've been following you on Twitter, Shadeja, and I see you and Clarissa going back and forth. I know you have your sights set on Savannah Marshall as well. Can I just ask, first off, how has it been since you linked up with MVP?
It's been amazing. I feel good. I'm glad to be here, and I'm truly focused on Olivia Curry August 5th. Not Savannah, not Clarissa. I'm focused on Olivia Curry.
And no one is doubting that, but I do wonder if do you feel with this stage, perhaps the biggest that you have fought on thus far, do you think that this is the fight that gets you those massive fights that you have been looking for?
Possibly. I mean, I know Olivia Curry is intending on pressuring me, and I welcome it all, so I'm ready for that. I want that pressure. So let's see where it takes us, and, let's see what it sets up for as far as the future is concerned. But we got to handle business August 5th.
Amen. And by the way, she's looking at me with great intensity like she is about to beat me up for these questions. So I'm just trying to build it up.
No, we cool. I'm just ready.
Okay, much love, much love. Okay, now let's talk to Olivia Curry, who is also ready, who has been on a nice little winning streak as well, I believe 5 in a row. Have you been impressed with Shadeja's resume thus far? She is a perfect 12-0.
Of course, I give all the respect to Shadeja. She's clearly has a great skill set, clearly has a lot of power, but I like the path she's on right now, and I'd like to make it my path instead, so that's what I'm trying to do on Saturday.
Based on what you have seen from her, what do you think is the key to victory for you? What do you have to do, especially early on, to give her her first pro loss?
Well, she mentioned my pressure already, so I'm glad she knows about it. That's what we're bringing. And, we've been working on little things in the gym as well that hopefully can be a bit of a surprise. And, she hits hard, but I hit hard too.
Can't wait. Shout out to Olivia Curry, who is also a filmmaker, I do believe, right? Do you dabble in that world as well?
I am, yeah. I direct commercials.
I hear commercials may not fit in this regard, but the kids these days, they like to say it's going to be a movie. So you could say your fight is going to be like a movie.
Yeah, exactly. You said it, so
okay,
I'll let you go with it.
It's going to be like a commercial. Maybe it'll just be a 30-second spot.
There you go, yeah.
Yes, thank you for that. Thanks for indulging me there. Good luck to you both. I can't wait for that fight. I'm also very much looking forward to the return of one of Real Fight Inc.'s own, Alan Sanchez, who, like I said, trains with the Diaz brothers, has sparred the likes of Canelo Alvarez as well. This is a big spot for him, opening things up on the pay-per-view main card. Alan, good to see you, my man. Big opportunity for you to fight alongside Chris and Nathan as well. When you got the call that you'd be fighting on this card, what was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I was happy. I want to thank Nate for be part of this, big fight. I want to thank Nate Diaz Academy too, and we're here to support each other.
And by the way, I don't know if he is here, but happy belated birthday to the legend Nick Diaz, who I know celebrated his birthday this week, and hopefully will be in attendance on Saturday in Dallas. We'll say hello to Angel Beltran Villa. A big opportunity for you as well. If people haven't had an opportunity to see you compete, what kind of a fighter are you? How would you describe your style?
Que se esperen una gran pelea. Se esperen una gran pelea. Un combate de mexicanos, como ya saben, cuando pelean dos mexicanos entre sí son unas guerras y pues esta no va a ser la excepción.
Just expect a good fight, a great fight. When there's two Mexicans in the ring, it's a war. So just expect the best of the Angel.
Yeah, it is Mexico versus Mexico out there. I don't think there's ever been a boring Mexico versus Mexico fight in the history of boxing. I think that's impossible, right?
Yeah. What was that question again?
Oh, I was just kind of saying to myself, really, it's amazing when two Mexican fighters fight each other because it's all action, and that's what I'm expecting. What is his prediction as far as the fight is concerned?
Pues que estamos aquí para dar un gran espectáculo. Como saben, dos mexicanos arriba del ring es espectáculo garantizado, una gran pelea.
It's just amazing. It's just like you guys know that when there's two Mexicans in the ring, It's a war, so you expect that on Saturday.
You know, I was thinking about these 4 fights leading up to the 2 co-feature bouts, and someone asked me, which one do you think is going to be the best? Which one do you think is going to end the earliest? And honestly, I feel like we can make a very strong case for each and every one of these. This dude hits like a Mack truck. He is unbelievable out there. Chris Avila has been outstanding since coming over to boxing. I can't wait to see these 2 guys go toe-to-toe. H2O Silva, I mean, his fights, I don't think they last a minute usually. They're unbelievable. He's an incredible fighter and an absolute, like, scene when he walks out there like a superstar. But this man isn't here to be an opponent. That's going to be tremendous theater in its own right. Shadeja and Olivia, if you're not excited after what they were just saying, I feel like I need to check your pulse. That's going to be like Luka against who? Who would it be like? Luka against Donovan Mitchell out there back in the day. Does that one make any sense to anyone? No, it's not a Mavericks crowd. Who would it be? Maybe against Jamal Murray, NBA champ? I don't know. Shout out to the Denver Nuggets. And of course, these 2 guys, 2 Mexican fighters going toe-to-toe. What's better than that? It's going to be a great scene. These are the 4 fights, the 8 fighters who will be competing on the pay-per-view main card. Again, on DAZN pay-per-view globally, ESPN Plus pay-per-view, and DAZN.com is where you can get the pay-per-view here in the United States. And of course, limited tickets available over at Ticketmaster.com. In a moment, we're going to be joined by the 4 fighters competing in the co-feature bouts, but for now, I will send it back over to Ade Oladipo, my guy.
I got it. I got the Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic thing. I got it, Ariel. Don't worry. I'm with you. So that's the undercard press conference now wrap. They are going to do face-offs, by the way. That's immediately after the main card press conference, which is about to start in a few minutes. Shadisha Green. I know we spoke about her already. You know, quick story. I was in the gym this morning with her, obviously trying to work out. She was there. She was in front of me on the treadmill, and she was watching boxing. Yeah. Not just boxing, she was only watching Roy Jones on the treadmill. Right.
Student of the game.
Student of the game, even when working out and trying to get a sweat on. I love it.
And she's so politically correct out there. You know, she doesn't want to look past her. We all know what's ahead. She know what she want. But, you know, you talk about her on a treadmill. I seen H2O running in 100-degree weather yesterday. I mean, yes. we all walk into the coffee shop. He was jogging in 100-degree weather. Yeah. So if that's inclination, well. Yeah,
I was breathing him when I walked past him. I felt very embarrassed because he's in shape.
In shape.
He's in shape.
I mean, Shadeja looks in shape. She was on the treadmill for like 4 hours this morning, you know. But if you think about it, Kerry said, I'm going to surprise her with something, and I think she might have a surprise, and the surprise might be she might box. She might get the hell up out of there because she's dealing with Rick Ramos. Rick Ramos is not going to have her going there against a hard hitter like Shadeja Green and say, okay, show her pressure. I just don't see that. Especially, she's really a 160-pound fighter. Yeah, and this is last minute.
It's a tough fight for her. I mean, think about her resume and the fighters that she's been in there with. It's a step up in class by far, by a mile.
Yeah, by far, a mile indeed. You mentioned H2O. Obviously, look, MVP Promotions, signing talent now. Yeah. And that's a guy that a lot of other top promoters wanted. Yeah. So that's almost like a feather in Jake Paul's cap. Like, look, you wanted this guy. I've got him. He's a top prospect in the country. That's good for Jake Paul's promotional company, right?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, he also got the young kid, the HBO star, you know, in Warner, who is not going to fight professional yet, but the kid has 5.6 million followers on Instagram. So Jake is tapped in. These guys are impressionable. And Jake is the guy for the youth.
He certainly is. Look, you heard it there. Jake Paul isn't just a fighter. He's a promoter as well. MVP Promotions, all that stuff now is live on DAZN. And this is a bit of it.
A brand new boxing series highlighting the best of the next generation of boxing stars, most valuable prospects.
It's an all-star crew and lineup here, and the fights have been amazing. I'm excited to give these young fighters a platform to shine, and shining is what they've been doing already, and this is how we do it, most valuable prospects. Let's go.
Your winner by unanimous decision, Ashton Diaz.
I like that. You know, I like it a lot as well because it gives the prospects their own platform. Yeah. Sometimes you get the prospects so far down in a card, no one's even at the venue.
Yeah, it's three people in the audience.
Three people at the audience, and they're fighting at 7 o'clock. The main event's at 10. No one gets to see them. Right. It almost reminds me a bit of ESPN Friday Night Fights. Oh, yeah. Where you get to see some of the best guys, and you look back, and then you see them world title fights in years to come.
Or Showbox. I mean,
yeah, or Showbox. Yeah.
I mean, they get up for those fights, right? They know they're going to be televised. You know, they get their best fits, and they perform the best. I mean, it's tough to go out there to a crowd of 3, right? Way before anybody gets to the arena.
20,000 arena.
And show your skill. Where's the motivation?
Indeed.
But it makes sense, you know, when you have those shows, the tickets are priced accordingly.
Yes.
You know, so you have a lot of people in the crowd.
Indeed you do. All right, the co-main, Amanda Serrano, Heather Hardy. Obviously, Amanda Serrano, the undisputed featherweight queen. You guys were doing your pound-for-pound list with Ariel Helwani yesterday. I was listening in, I was watching in. Remind me very quickly again, where did you have Amanda Serrano in your pound-for-pound list?
You shot me a text, complaining about my list. I said I had Amanda at number 2 and Katie Taylor at number 3. Obviously, Carissa Shields at number 1. That's my take because of what she's done, and she just became undisputed. Amanda Serrano, you might have forgotten in the close fight with Katie Taylor. That's where I put it, and I got Alicia Baum going at number 4.
Yeah, I like her number 2. If you look at her, she's crisp. She hits hard. Heather's ready though. This is probably like her last hurrah at this level. She looks a little loose around the midsection.
Is she ready though?
Well, it might be a little bit bigger because she knows that she's in it with a hard puncher, so maybe she needs that weight.
And it might be a bit bigger as well for her as well, because as you say, I think this is her last opportunity.
Right. Yeah.
I think Heather Hardy's now 41. I stand to be corrected, but I think she's 41. They fought back in 2019. Amanda Serrano won that by unanimous decision. Right. I don't see how Heather's going to change that. Because again, like you say, Amanda Serrano, at worst, number 3 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet.
But even though she won that fight, we have a war, right? We had a war in Madison Square Garden, so at least we know what we're going to get with Heather Hardy. Yeah. She's not coming to lay down. No. Even though Amanda's a heavy favorite, we're going to get an entertaining fight, no question about it. Even if Heather goes down, even if she gets stopped, she is not going to stop until the very end. So that's the type of fight we're going to get for the co-main event.
Yo, she's like the Nate Diaz of boxing. I'll let you go right now. Didn't you see her in MMA with the bloody face?
Yeah.
That's
and she enjoys that as well, by the way. Yeah, she doesn't run away from that.
She's coming in for a war. That's it.
And at the same time, Amanda has so much to look ahead, so she has to look impressive. She can't drag this fight out. I know she wants to get a big stop, even though that's her homegirl, the New Yorkers. She wants to be impressive on a co-main event of a pay-per-view card.
Yeah, okay, look, we're ready for our main card press conference. Remember, it is Amanda Serrano versus Heather Hardy. It's Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz. Back to Mr. 10-7 himself, Ariel Helwani.
All right. We are back at the factory here in Dallas. And I have to say, and I'm not trying to stir things up here, but I was at the open workout yesterday, and that was an incredible crowd. And dare I say, a little bit louder than today's crowd. So can I feel some love? Can I feel some energy from Dallas? We're about to have some big deals in the world of fighting. Thank you very much. Shout out to the guy with the sign over there. I feel it now. Yeah, there he is. My man, 10-7. Much love. All right, let's get into it. Of course, we are here for the highly anticipated pay-per-view bout this Saturday between Jake Paul and Nathan Diaz. And of course, as I said at the top, globally you can watch this on DAZN pay-per-view here in the United States on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, DAZN pay-per-view, and of course, via your local cable and satellite providers. Anywhere you want to get a fight, you can get this fight. It's that darn big, and the card is that darn big, as we learned from the rest of the main card fighters who were joining us moments ago. You could get the tickets over at Ticketmaster.com. This is brought to you by Most Valuable Promotions and Real Fight Inc. in association with Holden Boxing and presented by our good friends over at Celsius Essential Energy Drinks. Now let us say hello to the 4 fighters who will be competing in the main and co-main event on Saturday at the American Airlines Center. First, dare I say, when you look at the dictionary, whatever dictionary you want to use, and you look up the word fighter, it is possible that the face of this individual will pop up. She is a fighter's fighter, kill or be killed out there. She has competed in mixed martial arts and pro boxing. She is an OG of the fight game. She is representing New York. She is a former featherweight champion. She fought Amanda Serrano back in 2019. Here she is saying she is not here for the last page of her last chapter. She is just starting the last chapter. She believes she's about to go on one last run. She is Heather Hardy. Say hello to Heather Hardy, everyone. Hello, Heather. Wearing all white, and let's say hello to her opponent. Regardless of gender, she may be one of the best fighters on the planet. She is a 7-division world champion. She is the undisputed champion at 126 pounds. I mean, she is the true definition of pound for pound. From all the way down here, all the way up there, she has fought them all, and she has beat the vast majority of them as well. She has also dabbled in mixed martial arts, and just yesterday announced that she has signed with PFL. She's doing it all. Of course, remember last year when she headlined Madison Square Garden, made history on that night, and she continues to make history. She is the pride of Carolina, Puerto Rico, also the pride of New York. She is the one and only, the real deal, Amanda Serrano. Make some noise for Amanda Serrano, everyone. There she is, Amanda Serrano, with the drip as well. I like all the white. It's very nice. All right, here we go, my friends. I hope you are ready for this. I have been told this is going to be tremendous stuff, great theater. Let's buckle up. Whew, where do we begin? This man has turned the world of boxing on its head. He is an international disruptor. He has been involved in a feud with the world of mixed martial arts pretty much going on 3 years now, and it has been said that the man he is facing on Saturday night will be the final boss. He may have something else to say about that, but he has been on quite a roll. Of course, we last saw him back in February, and it did not go his way, but he continued to tell us, don't judge him by his wins, judge him by his losses. On Saturday, we get to judge him by how he responds to his first loss. He is the internationally known, respected, and perhaps at times, you know, maybe not as liked as well. He is the man that they call the problem child, the star of the new Netflix documentary that just came out a couple of days ago, and dare I say was tremendous viewing as well. He is the one and only Jake Paul. Let's say hello to Jake Paul, everyone. Howdy, Jake. Good to, and he's got his
what up,
familiar robot with him.
Let's go!
Who is playing some interesting highlights on his chest. And so without further ado, let us say hello to the final fighter that we want to bring up to the stage. Really a man who needs no introduction. And every time you say that, by the way, you always end up giving that person an introduction. And this guy deserves one. Of course, the winner of The Ultimate Fighter Season 5, the original BMF champion, the man who made that belt, who introduced that belt, who validated that belt, fought them all, beat the vast majority of them from Conor McGregor all the way on down. Everyone knows him. Everyone respects him. Most importantly, he is the face of Real Fight Inc. And on Saturday, he'll be making his long-awaited, much-anticipated pro boxing debut after winning his final UFC fight against Tony Ferguson back in September of last year. He is the pride of the 209. He is the pride of Stockton, California. He is the one and only Nate Diaz. Thank you all. This is so great to be here with the four of you. Let's start with Amanda Serrano. Amanda, back in 2019, you fought Heather Hardy. You beat her to become featherweight champion. Now you're the undisputed champion. You've got so much ice over there, I could skate on it. It's unbelievable. I'm trying to be cool with the lingo. I don't know if it's working, but I'm trying my best, Amanda. Why are you fighting her again 4 years later?
Heather is a great fighter. You know, she's as tough as they come. She gave me the opportunity to become undisputed. I needed her to accomplish that dream, and I don't think anyone is more worthy than Heather Hardy to receive a six-figure payday. I have a platform. I have an amazing team that's given me this opportunity, as well as Heather Hardy. So she's well deserving of it.
Heather, big opportunity for you to become champion once again, this time undisputed champion. What is the difference between the Heather Hardy that we see today and the one that fought Amanda Serrano 4 years ago?
Amanda called me out last time in 2019 to defend the title, and I didn't even think about it. I just said yes, and half my team was like, she's going to kill you, she's going to beat you, she's going to knock you out. And I went into the fight like that, and I hated myself for it, but my mama taught me you don't always get second chances, so I'm blessed. I have a second chance, and I train hard and train different for this one.
Can't wait for it. Nathan, it's great to see you again, my man. A lot of love, as expected, from the Texas crowd. Yesterday, Jake told me that he considers you a bully, that he's going to bully the bully on Saturday. Can I get your response to that statement?
I think he's a bully.
Why do you think he's a bully?
Well, I'm not a fucking bully. He's a fucking bully.
Jake, why is he a bully?
He throws water bottles at innocent people, chokes them out in the streets, talks a lot of shit. And I'm going to bully the bully. Yeah, boo yourselves. Boo yourselves. Boo yourselves. Boo yourselves. I'm going to bully the bully. This little guy that you guys love over here, he's going to be dead on Saturday night. I'm going to finish his career. Yeah. Boo yourselves, peasants. Fuck off.
He says he's going to finish your career on Saturday, Nate.
Bully.
He says that's a bully statement, that you're going to finish his career.
I'm bullying the bully. 100%. That's what I just said. Is he fucking dumb? Rhetorical question. This motherfucker can't even speak.
A lot has been said. The guys up there, the DAZN crew, were talking about how good you look in the ring, that you are in the best shape of your career. Do you believe that is true? And if so, what has been the difference in this camp as opposed to your previous camps?
Yeah, 100%. Best shape of my life, feeling amazing. Brought in a whole entire new team, strength and conditioning, nutritionist, head coach, all of that. And I'm feeling good, you know, and when I'm in a shape like this, when I have the proper time to prepare, you're going to see a different version of the best version of Jake Paul you've ever seen.
Nate, you are the face of Real Fight Inc. You've always been a real fighter, and even your biggest foes respect you because you are a real fighter. Is this man, in your opinion, a real fighter?
He don't know how to defend a choke.
I think. Can he defend a choke? Can you defend a choke?
Can you accept my offer to fight in MMA? But no, you're acting like a bitch still. I have $10 million for you in MMA, and you still haven't accepted it. After I fuck you up in boxing, I'm coming to MMA, and I'm fucking you up worse. I'm going to choke your bitch ass out. Accept the offer, pussy, but you won't. You won't accept the offer.
You know who the bully? You know who the bully's that bouncer right there who I smacked with a beer last time he thought he was tired. I fucking smacked that bitch in the face. That's who the bully. Fuck him, fuck you, and fuck MVP. Fuck you too.
I like it. I like it. Nate's alive. Hey, we woke the beast up. We woke the beast up. Let's go, Nate. Yes, I like it. Come on, talk your shit. Talk your shit, Nate. Talk your shit. Come on.
Nate, if all goes well on Saturday, do you have any interest in fighting him again in MMA? Does that interest you at all?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So you're not done with MMA, right? Hell no.
He don't want that. He don't want that.
How do you expect the fight to play out, Jake?
He's going to come in swinging, doing the dumb shit that he does. I'm going to weather the storm and knock him the fuck out. Simple and plain. He's never been hit. He's never been hit by someone like me. He's never been hit by someone like me. I promise you that. That's why I keep on sleeping and putting these UFC champs to the canvas.
Let's send it over to the media. I want to see what the media has in store for all of us. Let's see if they've got some questions for Nathan, Jake, Amanda.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
And I'm also curious with the Texas crowd because I was seeing a lot of love for Nathan. Now I'm seeing a lot of love for Jake. Is this Diaz country? Or is this problem child territory?
Let's go, baby. Yes, sir.
Feels pretty split. Feels like a 50-50 situation. All right, who's up first? I don't see... All right, here we go. Question from the media. You are up first. Make it good, my man.
Tender Johnson for MLA Weekly. This is for good old Jake. How much did Larry Wade help you out with your conditioning to get you ready? Because he's a world-class trainer, and you kind of tired last time. So this time, you think you get the late knockout with Larry in your corner?
Yeah, it's a world of difference. When you bring in one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the world, I'm prepared. I'm excited to go 10 rounds. That's what Nate wanted, and so I'm going to give it to him, and he's going to regret wanting to go the distance and go far with me. But Larry Wade made the world of the difference.
How important is it to stop him? We've seen him get choked out and all that in MMA, but he's never been knocked out. How much is it that you have to knock him out and be that guy?
I promise I'm going to be the first person to make this man go to sleep. Unconscious Nate. Unconscious Nate. I promise you that.
Question for both of you, and let me begin with Nate Diaz first. With all this bully talk, what happens if the two of you run into each other on a dark street and there's nobody around? In real life, no cameras, what happens then? Nate Diaz, you go first.
Did you hear the question?
Yeah, like right now, I'm not gonna be walking around those streets right now.
I mean down the road, brother, down the road. If you run into this man away from the cameras all alone, how does that play out in real life?
I'm not looking for this guy.
Same question, Jake Paul.
I'm going to bend him over and fuck him like a cowboy. The fuck?
Gentlemen,
Goddamn right.
Every great story has a hero and a villain. In this situation, who's the good guy? Who's actually the bad guy?
Who's the good guy? Who's the baby face? Who's the heel?
Jake's the gay guy.
Yes, sir. Standing on business. I'm going to grab your cheeks in the ring on Saturday night. Trust me. Hey, everyone look out. I'm grabbing his cheeks. Trust.
Last question, Jake. This event is not only being presented by Celsius, the essential energy drink that has taken over the entire game, but now they've also taken over combat sports, not just with UFC fighters, but also the entire PFL. And now this card is going to stream live on ESPN Plus, which is history in the making. Can you speak, you're a smart businessman, can you speak a little bit about how huge it is to partner on this event with such enormous brands like Celsius and ESPN Plus and make history? What is that like for you and your business model?
Hashtag ad?
It's amazing, man. I'm excited. It's such a big event. The Celsius, the best drink in the world. ESPN Plus, one of the best platforms in the world. DAZN, one of the best platforms in the world. You know, I'm just happy to be here. We're in Texas doing it big, baby. Everything's bigger in Texas. Let's go.
All right, who's up next?
Hey guys, Derek.
Oh, not you again.
Hey,
Better keep it professional, my man.
Ooh,
what are you? Hey, fuck you guys. Hey, Nate. Sorry, Derek from Better Media here. Nate, I actually just wanted to apologize for the last press conference.
Oh, here it comes.
When I asked to fight your brother in the undercard. I'm sorry that your feelings were hurt.
That was more of a statement than a question.
No, it was an apology.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
And like, it's, you know, maybe if your boys see me, maybe they won't fuck me up this week. Anything to say, Nate? Can't wait to watch Jake knock you the fuck out.
Hey, bring this little bitch up here. Get him the fuck out of here. Spread the fuck out. Bring him up here.
He's coming.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Derek, what have you done?
The lack of respect from all the pussies
What is
in
going
this
on?
fucking faggots camp, motherfucker. That's the problem.
What is going on?
Fucking influences. These guys influence fucking the fucking island gay boys because the motherfuckers like you, bitch. You're the fucking bad guy, and this little fuck right here needs the ass whip. And fuck your dad too. How about that? Fuck your whole shit.
All right, let's move this along, and please try to keep the questions respectful. Who's up? I
He's
can't
mad.
see.
Nate's mad, guys. Watch out, guys. Nate's mad.
My man.
What's going on, guys?
We're so scared. Nate's mad.
Fuck you, pussy.
Yeah, bring it to the ring. Bring it to the ring, brother.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we get to fight in 2 days. I'm glad you're mad. Get emotional.
What's going on, guys? So, Jake, you were talking about a rematch in the cage. Obviously, both of you guys have very popular older brothers. Can you imagine your brothers having a match in the cage as well on that card? Is that something that you're looking forward to? Nick versus Logan, as well as you versus Nate in the cage.
Man, we'll see. He needs to accept the offer, but he's ducking me. Duck, duck, goose over here.
This is Saul with the Casaca Boxing. Question for Nate. Nate, would you ever consider going back with Dana? As far as the MMA, I know you're a free agent, and Jake wants a rematch. I mean, we still have to see Saturday how it plays out. So, you know, based off that, you know, that's just a question. If you don't want to answer, that's cool. I get you, boss.
I didn't understand the question.
Oh, it was if he would ever go back with Dana as far as the UFC.
Would he ever go back to the UFC?
Yeah, with Dana White. Yeah.
Oh, with Dana. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Sorry, I thought you
free
said.
agent, you know?
Yeah, would you ever go back to the UFC?
Yeah, I plan on fighting the biggest fights, the hardest fights for the rest of my time. So, for sure.
All right, we'll take a couple more here. My man over there.
This question is for Nate Diaz. Nate, you know, it's no secret you're very popular here in Texas as well as in California. You've been training with one world-renowned trainer, Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. Explain as far as the preparation, the sparring, or any advice that you received from Robert with his years of experience in boxing.
No, it was a good little training camp we had over there. We had good work, and we talked a little bit, but nothing major I could think off top right now.
Richard Perez, of course, has been by your side for the entire run of your career. You have one more?
My last question. Yesterday, Nate, you mentioned it's either kill or be killed. And we asked Jake. He said he was going to be doing the killing and that he was going to kill you in the ring. When you hear that, what goes through your mind? Does it get you more motivated? And as far as...
Okay. Who's talking?
Was that question for Jake or Nate? For both. Jake, you go first. Yeah, I didn't know what the question was either. Do you mind just repeating it very quickly?
Yesterday at the media day, Nate said that it was kill or be killed. And when we asked Jake, he mentioned he was going to be doing the killing and that you weren't going to make it to the end of the fight. He was going to kill you in the ring. When you hear those, as far as the antagonizing and the, you know, the shit talking, what goes through your mindset?
It's not being antagonizing or shit talking. It's telling the fucking truth, sir. I'm killing this man. I'm killing this man. I'm telling the truth, sir.
All right, there's one last one. You get the final word.
My question is for everybody on the panel. How excited are you guys to perform for this amazing Dallas crowd?
Heather, you go first.
Super excited to be the Undisputed Champion, and I'm going to leave Undisputed Champion here in Dallas.
Sorry, Amanda. Heather, do you want to say something about fighting in front of the Dallas crowd?
I'm excited.
Okay. I think you guys are excited too.
I'm excited, man. I'm a ball on his face like Luka Doncic dropping 40 on his face.
Final word to you, Nate?
Luka Doncic on his head ass.
A man of few words. All right, we're going to face off the fighters now, so stay tuned for that. That should be tremendous. And thank you so much for watching this final press conference heading into Saturday night's mega fight between Jake Paul and Nathan Diaz.
Do you think Nate's going to do the face-off? Like, what are we? I don't know. I'm 50-50. You think Nate's going to do it? Okay, he's not moving.
No, of course not.
I think he's there. He's still there. I think he might
do we need a security guard in between them? That's the question.
I think they do. I think they do.
No, I think Nate is calm. No, he really doesn't want no problems like that. He's just not with the bull crap, and Jake is. Jake knows how to get the crowd antsy. He knew the things, what to say. Look at this crowd. There's a bunch of young kids here. He made some references. I don't know what the hell he was talking
about. A lot was said. A lot was said.
Apologies for the language you heard during the press conference. Well, as you guys can imagine, emotions running high between both camps, and apologies if you heard a few things that you shouldn't have heard up there.
These two women are friends right here. Look, they're both from New York, and she's transparent about it, Amanda Serrano. She's like, look, I'm getting her a six-figure payday, but you're still going to get a phenomenal fight, even though it's kind of a favor.
What are they? What were they just saying?
That's a good question.
Amanda never says nothing disrespectful. They probably said, "Hey, your dress looks nice. Amanda look nice too."
Amanda's
I
probably
like
saying,
your
look,
shades.
Yeah, I'm giving you 6 figures here. And look, we've seen it before. I mean, Errol said that to Terrence. Like, I'm giving you a big one here.
Yeah.
I think he said it as well. Fury to Chisora. It's not the first time.
Yeah.
Fighters help out fighters
of course.
sometimes.
Yes.
But when they get in the ring, they throw hands.
They fight. Or maybe she said, hey, I'm getting a little cut. Give me 10% of that.
Here we go. Let's see this face.
This is
Jake
it.
Paul, Nate Diaz. It'll be interesting to see the size difference here if they go close to close, face to face.
He's so frustrated. He's not sure if he wants to get up there. Right? He's going up
doing
there
it.
now. I like it. Oh, we do have a security guy in the front and on the side. Ooh. See, Nate has that whole MMA type of face-off. You know, in boxing, it's not so much like that. So this is an interesting face-off right here with both guys hands up. No drama.
You know, I think
at the face-off.
I think Jake don't quite understand Nate as well. Like, it must be kind of playing with his mind a bit. Like, he's used to fighters doing the face-offs and nose to nose, where Nate's like, I'm not playing this game.
Yeah, and I think Nate needs to really dislike somebody to really play that game, to really go, because he doesn't play. It has to be real. He doesn't dislike Jake, and that's the thing.
Not enough.
No.
Not enough. And he understands, look, this is Jake and his antics and things that he says. These are things that are going to go viral. In a few hours, we're going to see this all over the internet, some of the things that Jake
And somebody
has
might
said.
get canceled as well.
Yeah, someone
Because he's sending them over and riding them like a cowboy.
And I like the way he brought up the offer, the $10 million offer in the MMA cage. Look, we all know Nate is an MMA fighter. That's a dangerous fight for Jake.
I think that's one place Jake don't really want to go.
No, but I think he does want to
go to a cage.
I think he does want to go
He
there.
does. I think he's basing it on Nate's age and the wars that he's been in. Look, Jake is a young, athletic young man, and he comes from a wrestling background.
doesn't matter.
Maybe he doesn't
It's a
want the smoke.
paycheck, brother. Who cares? Because he could lose there and still be okay. He's losing to Nate Diaz. If he
Absolutely.
loses.
Look,
I just think Nate feels a little bit out of place. I'm not going to lie. He doesn't look comfortable.
No, I think this is him. When I watch him, like, pointing out Jake's manager as well now, saying, look, you want to get something? Well, you can get something.
like, me? No, not me, buddy.
Yeah. This must be a bit unusual, though.
It is weird because they're not even staring at each other. There's no face-off. They're just standing close to each other.
I don't think Nate can stand still for more than 2 seconds anyway. That's
he
the
can't.
issue.
I would like to see a typical boxing face-off. You know what I mean? So I particularly don't like the MMA style one.
Yeah, we are hopefully going to hear from both. Jake, I know will definitely come and join us.
Uh-oh, there's some pushing going on.
Security guards pushing each other as well up there. That we don't want to see. There's a couple of
we don't want to see a brawl there.
We don't want to see.
Hey.
Okay. That's what we don't want to see. We don't want to see
That's
that.
a brawl between
Absolutely not.
security.
We don't want to see